Warning! The following content contains strong opinions, harsh statements, and thought crimes. Angry Birds Stella, the famous short-lived Angry Birds spin-off game that still has a major impact in the Angry Birds franchise even to this day. But what made this short-lived spin-off game so unique and earn a potential in the first place, while not even being able to make into 2016? Well, today we are going to have a look on what went wrong with Angry Birds Stella and how it could have been saved. Well, without further ado, let's begin, shall we? Angry Birds Stella was a spin-off game that was dedicated to the female audience, while at the same time developing Stella's character even further and giving a flock on her own, while also giving brand new characters to the roster. First of all, the main character, Stella, obviously, my noisy neighbor, noisy drummer, Poppy, mad scientist, Dahlia, that one brave kid, Luca, the fan favorite, Willow, and the killer queen, Gale. But that's not all. They have also released a brand new show, new types of pigs, comics, and merchandise. Oh, let's also not forget the telepods. God, I used to collect the Star Wars ones. But of course, all is not well. Because after barely lasting for a year, Rovio has discontinued the game in 8th of September 2015, basically right after its anniversary. And then, the game was removed in January 2016, the year when Angry Birds movie was released. And the reason of discontinuation was basically to quote-unquote focus on the second season of Angry Birds Stella tunes, and of course, to focus on Angry Birds Pop. While my other research says that it was discontinued because the game was a failure. Well, considering that this was the case, then why did it fail in the first place and how could it have been saved? Well, let's have a look. Now, before we dive in, I just want to tell you that I don't know how to run a business, nor run a business obviously. Business. So I'd like to apologize in case I unintentionally misinform you. Now this is the part where I will be sharing my opinion, which some of them could be thought crimes according to 1984. So if you find it weird, please leave this video. Now I'm going to divide this part into 4 smaller parts and carefully explain every single one of them and how it could have been fixed. Now let's not waste time and get to the first part. Mistake number 1. Mismanagement. Well, to be honest, at first they started pretty well. They launched the game, they created a show for that, they advertised it a lot, etc, etc. However, they have literally removed the game while the second season of Angry Birds Stella Toons was a thing. I mean, they could have kept the show and the game at the same time. But no, instead they decided to unplug the game, which was actually very hurtful financially. Number 2. Lack of risk-taking. Risk-taking is the most vital part in a business model. If you don't take risks, then don't run a business at all. Angry Birds Stella had approximately 30 million downloads, which was less than the average. But the problem wasn't on the game itself, no. The problem was that they did not give enough time. Now, if you are a young adult, especially in your 20s, you would probably remember that the popularity of Angry Birds had boomed again in spring 2016, after the release of Angry Birds movie. You know where I'm heading now? Well, if they have actually kept the game, they could have actually made a lot of cash from that and downloads for that matter. Number 3. Non-stop advertising. Yes, it's true. Advertising is the best way to grab attention and encourage people to use your product or play the game. But what's the point of heavily advertising the game if you don't improve your game frequently? Which leads to the 4th part. Number 4. My favorite part. Lack of improvement / innovation. Now, let's be honest, how many major updates did Angry Birds Stella receive in total? 2. And 2 updates is not enough. They could have finished the game and then unplugged it, but no. They chose to continue on the second season and so on. And of course, the disappointment Angry Birds Pop, which eventually caused the failure. In conclusion, I feel like Angry Birds Stella would have lasted slightly longer if Rovio actually handled these 4 steps more wisely. So I guess that's pretty much it for this video. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Also, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone. Until next time, from me, Sir Tim, goodbye. Oh, and Merry Christmas.